Hi, it's David here. Just finished day 2 of teaching, and it went pretty well. Luckily, today was, what was it, 4th again, 6th for the first time, and 3rd. My mentor teacher had originally told me that it was going to be 5th again, but turned out it was 3rd. Let's see, what can I say? I think overall, I'll just break it down. 3rd, 5th, 6th, 4th grade was the big class, 20 kids, and it was good. Again, the mentor teacher, their teacher, my mentor teacher is the 4th grade teacher, so she stayed for a bit, but actually, even though there's 20 of them, they're like really well behaved. I did a sort of freer practice activity, and they started to go crazy for a minute, and I had to rein them in. But other than that, like short little hiccup, it went really well. Just walk around the class, said hi, hello, practiced using their words. It was pretty good. The next class was at was the 6th grade class, first time seeing them, and I thought their English would be like on point like the 5th grade class was, but it was good, but it wasn't as good as the 5th grade class in my opinion. There was one kid who's pretty good, but the rest are so-so. My co-teacher had to speak a lot of English or a lot of Korean to them because they weren't understanding me. There's about 11 or 13 of them. The 3rd graders who I saw for the first time, there was not very many, like 9, and then a whole bunch had to leave. A whole bunch had to leave to do academy or Hagwon, which was sad. So I only had like 4 at the end, and we played some game, I don't know, Hangman. And they, for the most part, were good, but their English level was very, I don't want to say poor, but it was beginner. Basically, the Korean co-teacher had to translate most of the stuff I said because they just stared at me and put their hands on top of their head. So that was interesting. So it was good. Overall, a good day. There weren't any fights or yelling or craziness like the 1st graders had last time. I'm excited because tomorrow I only have 2 classes, one at 1 and then the other one at 3. But the bad part is that my co-teacher will not be there, but the other teacher, the head teacher, or the after-school teacher will be there to help me. The other bad thing is that the first class is a combined class with 2nd and 3rd grade. So that will be, that'll be fun. No, it won't be fun. Alright. This morning I got to school okay. Yesterday, I don't know if I said this last time, but I got off at the wrong stop and had to walk a mile to school, which was fun and scary, but fun. Today I got off right at the bus stop outside the school, and I heard dogs barking. And my mentor teacher had said there's a restaurant right next to the school, and I was like, why are there dogs barking? And then I was like, wait, this is Korea, and there's a restaurant near the school, and there's dogs barking, and I got closer and closer, and the dogs were like freaking out. And it wasn't a good bark. It was like a scared bark, a neurotic bark, if you know what that sounds like. And I just saw this cage, like chicken wire cage, wood stakes with chicken wire. And there were 4 dogs in the cage. They looked like they were about 45 pounds, 50 pounds. And there was 1 dog outside the cage. And then there was a smaller like hut that looked like kind of like a chicken coop. And I heard a whole bunch of smaller dogs inside of that. And so, and I'll just say it now, I asked my co-teacher, and yes, they all were for food, because after I left the school at 4:20, there were no more dogs. They were all gone. So it took me back a little bit, because I don't know where you're watching this from, but I'm American, and Americans freaking love dogs. Like, I was trying to explain to my co-teacher like how Americans feel about dogs, and I think honestly for a lot of Americans, we'd probably resort, I know this might be stretching it a little bit, but I know personally I would resort probably to cannibalism before I'd eat a dog. And if you don't know, cannibalism means eating your own species, so I'd rather eat a human than eat a dog. And then on the ride home, I actually was fortunate enough to get a ride home with the English teacher at the school, who's a nice, very nice Filipino woman who speaks excellent English and Korean. And she was saying, oh yeah, my husband, I was eating this meal once and my husband was like, yeah, that's a dog meat. And I was like, oh God. And the co-teacher was like, oh, it's so delicious. And so I was like, oh boy. But yeah, the dog meat, yeah, I'm not going to eat it here, no matter what. Oh yeah, I also found out there's a dog restaurant underneath me, too. There's a restaurant underneath this apartment building that serves dog as well. Specializes in serving dog. So that's nice. I don't want to get too much into it, but I will just say I respect the culture. I respect the food the culture eats. But for me, as an individual and as a person, I will refuse to eat dog. Even if, like, the principal takes me out to a dog restaurant, I'll just say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to eat this. I just won't, and I'll leave, because even if that costs me, like, a renewal of my contract, just because that's just messed up for me. But I'm not judging the culture, I'm just saying, for my own for my own morals, I will not be eating dog. So other than that dog barking experience in the morning, I think it went really well. I didn't get in trouble for not teaching kindergartens yesterday because my mentor teacher never told me, and she didn't even know herself. So when I saw the little kids playing on the playground, that turned out to be them. Other than that, I think all the classes went really well. Oh, also in my 4th grade class, the big one, there are 2 special needs kids, and teaching them has been very interesting. I don't really have very much experience at all dealing with people with Down syndrome. I think they both have a slight dusting of Down syndrome. Sorry if that's not politically correct, but that's kind of how it seems. But yeah, they're very kind, they're very nice, and they speak English, some English words, but they can't put together sentences. But it's a very interesting experience trying to teach them. I would say it's a very good experience. So yeah, that was my day today. Oh yeah, I also on the walk home, I got taiyaki, which is that's the Japanese word for them. It's basically like a pancake with red bean paste in the middle, and those things are awesome. It was so cheap. Like, I just was like, I went up to the lady, and she was just selling them on the street, like squatting down, and I said, one please, and she looked at me, and I was like, I held out the money, and she was like, oh, $1, and I was like, yeah, in broken Korean, of course, and she said, oh, okay, and she put I got 4 for $1. I was like, damn, that's a pretty good price. Sorry about the phone just went off. That's a pretty damn good price for 4 taiyaki. Alright, so overall, good day. Looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, good day. I hope to have a good dinner tonight, because I already ate all those taiyaki and I'm still hungry. So, I'll talk to you tomorrow.